This is how I'm starting my music gear business. Stick to the end because maybe you'll learn something from me. I know I'm certainly learning every single day. But I'm no financial advisor, let's get this straight. So I'm learning, but hopefully we can all learn together. Alright, first thing I knew I needed a runway of cash. And I also didn't want to liquidate all the savings that I've spent years, saving. So how do I get the cash to make my business happen? Well, thankfully, I have a good credit score, and there's a lot of really cool 0% APR financing out there for credit cards right now. So I took out some credit cards with 0% APR for like 12 months, 15 months to give myself a cash runway to get my business started. But shoot, that's kind of scary too, because what happens if the business flops and you rack up all this credit card debt? That certainly was a thought of mine. Because we all know that interest rates on credit card payments are not cheap. So this is my personal circumstance. I actually have been investing for several years, so now I have an investment nest egg that is basically my safety net, where just in case I don't do well with the business, let's say I screw it up, hopefully I don't, I think I got a good idea, but if it flops completely, at least I have a safety net to bail myself out. Now I get it, like that's not everybody's circumstance. That certainly wasn't my circumstance for a long time. I definitely know what it's like to be broke. I was broke for several years. But eventually I got to the point where I was able to save up a little bit of money every single week and I put it in investment funds, whether it would be stocks, crypto, whatever have you. And over time it grew and it grew and it grew. I'm not rich by any means, but I'm just saying that people often don't realize that the best way to get ahead in life is to invest. And I know that a lot of people complain like, oh, millennials and Gen Zs and Gen Xs, they're spending all their money on this and that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is if you get to a point where you realize that our 9-to-5 jobs, no matter how much we love them or hate them, they're not there to take care of us financially. They are there. We are there because we are providing a service to them. And once that service goes away or they don't need us anymore, they kick us to the curb. So unfortunately, we have to take care of ourselves. And I know it's hard to invest sometimes because money's tight. We've all been through it and we're all going through it, especially with inflation. But if we can just put a little bit of money away every single week, if that's even possible, my goodness, by the end of the year, you will be surprised, as I was, how much money will accrue, especially when the market goes up or you're gaining interest or what have you. Even if it's like $5 a week, I was surprised how much that grew over a year. Now, since this is mostly a music channel, so I'm talking to you musicians, I get it. Most of us just want to spend our time on our art, our craft. I totally get that, but let's be real. Our craft, the music industry, there's not a whole lot of money to go around oftentimes, so it's not really going to pay for our day-to-day expenses. So we need to find something else that we at least can tolerate to make the money so that way we can fund our passion. And then hopefully over time, we can take our passion to the next level where it will make us more money and we can depend on it more financially. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents on starting a business, investing, and basically trying to get ahead in life and be an entrepreneur. I'll continue to share my journey. Drop your comments if you have any questions or comments. Would love to read them and I'll respond to you. Have a great one, guys.